I'm Sydney Radka, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is March 10th, 2021, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Jim Sinicropi, Kim Porter from Naked Dove Brewing Company, and Colleen Lieberg from WeBe Brewing. Today's show is brought to you by CV Designs in Seneca Falls. They are celebrating already 6 incredible years in business, and in honor of their anniversary, they're going to be doing 6 days of giveaways, which obviously we all love that. Each day, you can enter to win a $25 gift card to a local business that they personally love, which I think is great. Day one, of course, they're starting off with their own store in Seneca Falls, and to enter, all you have to do is head to their Facebook page. You can like and share their post that's talking about their anniversary. You follow their page and you tag some friends in the comment, and that's it. Of course, they love showing their sincere gratitude to their amazing customers, and thank you always for continuing to support local.
6 years for Christine. That's great.
I have been with her from the beginning, doing marketing with her, and I was like, I got to text her and be like, wow, it's been 6 years. It seems like just yesterday when she was opening up, and it was 10 times smaller than it is now, and she's expanded, 3-4 times since?
Yeah.
It's been
the past
great.
Year seems like 5 years alone, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you.
But no, that's great. Congratulations. I remember when she opened downtown Seneca Falls, I thought, it's great that somebody's trying to do this, but I was skeptical that she could make it successful. Retail, downtown, and she's done more than that. I mean, she's been amazing. So congratulations for sure to Christine.
She's been a powerhouse in this community. Speaking of powerhouses, we have 2 very amazing women in the brewing industry here in the Finger Lakes. We want to talk to you guys about some great stuff that you've been doing. It all ties in. We got CV Designs, powerful woman in the beginning. We got you guys doing amazing stuff just on International Women's Day. So I'm going to let you guys take it over and tell us a little bit about what you were doing.
Thank you. So on Monday, International Women's Day, 16 women from within the craft beer industry got together from 14 different establishments in the craft beer industry. Yeah, I know.
It really is.
We all got together and brewed a beer, some of us for the very first time. Most of us are not brewers.
Right.
I've been in the industry for 8 years, and I have never brewed a beer until Monday.
Oh, my goodness. That's exciting,
It is exciting. I knew a little bit about the process, but to actually physically do it, I'd never done it. And so we decided to brew a beer to help other women and to also bring awareness to women within the craft beer industry.
It was amazing. And you guys, so you are more familiar with the brewing side of the stuff, correct?
Correct.
So were you like the one in charge of everything?
Not really. I mean, I did a lot there, but there was a few of us that were very familiar with the brewing process. I am a brewer. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to kind of explain everything that was going on to everybody that was there. It was really fun to get with everybody.
And so you guys brewed up this beer. It's not ready yet, correct? Is it?
No, it's not ready yet. So it's going to take a couple weeks. We actually had a second brew day yesterday.
Okay.
Because the response has been so positive about this product. So we put it together a second day, brought in some women from beer bars and restaurants and Wegmans to come in and also help brew in the beer that they're going to help sell.
And the name of the brew?
Impact.
And you named it Impact because why?
Why? Because we as women want to make an impact in our industry, but we also want to make an impact in helping other women. And so the label, which was done by a local artist, Amy Colburn.
I loved it.
Yes, so this whole project is female brewed, female designed, female promoted, start to finish.
Yes.
And statewide, right? Not just Finger Lakes?
Pretty much Finger Lakes.
So all the women involved in this are from the Finger Lakes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Finger Lakes. That's even better.
As far out as, Lunkenheimer, Geneva, Dawn Schultz from Prison City.
Okay.
So we're spread out a little bit, but it's all pretty much the Finger Lakes region.
And it is pretty cool now in the Finger Lakes, obviously a wine region, and, maybe it was 10, 15 years ago you started hearing about craft brewing starting up, and now we have all these brands. You mentioned Prison City, WeBe, Naked Dove. I mean, these are all like well-known established brands that have been here for a while. And, I found that as we go on the wine trails or whatever we're doing, that the the brewery scene, the beer scene, is really almost online now with wines. It's like really, it's like I said, established, and so congratulations, you guys, for being a part of that. And the future looks good. More breweries coming, you think?
It does,
Definitely.
yeah.
I just in Geneva alone, there's 2 more popping up within the next year here in Geneva.
You heard it here first.
So, I mean, it's definitely a welcoming industry. And what's nice about it, you see a lot more women getting involved in the industry. Yeah. Whether it's, management, marketing, actually in the process, brewing in the tap room. So it's definitely great.
It is. And did you guys, you said you had 16 different women from different positions in a brewing world, I would say. Mm-hmm. Did you all know each other, or was this times where some of you were meeting each other for the first time?
Some people met each other for the first time. So like Kristen from Lunkenheimer, I had actually only ever talked to her via email.
Right.
So I reached out to her. So it was our first time meeting. A lot of women hadn't met each other. Sometimes we see each other at craft beer festivals or conferences.
Right.
And you have a little high, you try and sample from each other, but you don't really have in-depth conversations. And I think the most powerful thing about our day, not only that we're brewing this beer to help other women, is that a lot of women entered as strangers. We brewed a beer, we spent the day together, and at the end of the day, we were sitting around sharing beers, talking about the industry, talking about the year we had just had. Like we had been friends for a lifetime. And that is like the industry as a whole.
And it can help you guys move forward. I feel like with things opening up again, it's ways you guys can connect and, do maybe some marketing where you're like, here's this brewery, we're working with this brewery, and that's the stuff I love. Are all 14 breweries going to have this beer available?
Not all 14. It's a licensing situation with the state liquor authority. They're always fun to deal with.
So do you know who specifically is going to have it yet? Or you still have to set that up?
We haven't done that process yet.
But you'll be able to purchase it through some of the Finger Lakes breweries.
Correct.
And another big thing we didn't touch base on yet is proceeds of these purchases are going to be going where?
To SAFE, so sexual assault forensic exam programs. There's actually only 2 programs right here locally, 41 throughout the state, most of which are downstate. Mm-hmm. So Thompson Hospital in Canandaigua and Rochester General Hospital.
So is that a situation where a victim of sexual assault is they obtain evidence, I suppose?
Correct.
Right, DNA and that type of thing. So you would assume that that's readily available to any victim who goes to a hospital, but apparently it's not?
It's not. Huh. So, and it's a 24-hour on-call service. So, nurses come in from on-call. They're not always there.
Wow.
How did you guys choose that collectively? I mean, this is a collective thing. How did you guys agree that that's going to be the...
Well, initially when we started talking about it, a lot of people do Pink Boots blends, which is a women, organization for women in beer. And part of the proceeds goes back to Pink Boots. And as much as we love that thought, we thought about let's do something local because we don't have a local Pink Boots organization here. Mm-hmm. And I had read an article about a year and a half before, and I thought, you know what? This is crazy. We can do better than this. Women going home after having an exam without undergarments and in scrubs or a hospital gown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's just I feel like it's so powerful. There's just so much good that's coming from you guys doing this. And I hope it becomes a traditional thing because I feel like it's going to be so everybody's just going to love this idea.
A new brew every year?
That's what we talked about.
This was a year in the making. It was planned to be brewed a year ago, and then with the shutdown, unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. So
so it's amazing.
We've been talking about, hey, it's a year in the making. Let's do it and
awesome.
Pick something every year. And
so, how long has?
Well, I'm just wondering what do we have here?
Since we don't have our finished product, and that's going to be a little bit of time, yes. I brought in beer perfect for next week, St. Patrick's Day. So, Naked Dove, Kiss Me, I'm Irish.
You can put it right up. Look at that. There it is. Oh, it's perfect. Is this something you carry all year round?
It is not. So it's a seasonal blend for our seasonal brew for us.
Better try it.
Yeah, so it's nice.
And you guys
it's perfect
know
for
so
St.
much.
Patrick's Day.
1 week from St. Patrick's Day.
Cheers to that. I'm going to try that.
Cheers to that.
I've said this before when I've tried beer. Craft brewing is intimidating as all heck, I feel like, as somebody who doesn't really even drink beer. So I feel like I've been learning so much. With Kelly, when she came on, she introduced me to some that I really, really liked. So I'm like excited because I feel like I know a little bit more about it.
Nobody drinks more at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays than us on
no,
this show.
No, cheers to that. So let's try it.
It is great.
It almost tastes...
This is for sale, Naked Dove. And
it is, and Wegmans.
Okay.
So I'm, again, going to show how much I don't know. What would you call this? Is it more like... Almost, to me, I don't drink coffee either, but I feel like I taste like a coffee-ish.
So that's going to be your roasted notes that you're going to get from that. It's an Irish red ale.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's out this time of year.
Okay.
Low ABV, so you can drink it all day on St. Patrick's Day.
That's always a key. Yeah. That's a plus.
It doesn't have that real bitter aftertaste either.
No.
It's a smooth, a lot of times with craft beer.
Yep, it's more malty and
That's
more the
what it is,
maltiness than the hops in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Like a lot of craft beer, like I say, you'll take a drink and then you'll just wait for that bitterness at the end, but it doesn't come with this one.
It's very smooth. I enjoy it. And like I said, I just feel like I'm broadening my horizons more because I never knew even where to start in the craft beer industry. And that brings me to like my next question. So you being in the brewing process, how has it been being a woman in the brewing process?
I think it's great. It's predominantly male dominated when you look at brewers.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
But to be a woman in this position, it's definitely empowering. And,
I'm sure.
I have a lot of fun doing it.
And you guys have been open now for how long?
March 31st will be 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're coming up on our 3-year anniversary.
That's exciting. I remember when you guys were just starting too. It just seems like it was yesterday, but doing that, opening right away, and then going right into a pandemic pretty much right after, I'm sure wasn't that fun, but it seems like you guys have all found ways to still be able to, get stuff out to the locals, have ways of bringing some income, which has been great. Has the community's been good to you guys throughout this last year?
Community's been great, and just even the breweries. We're just working together and just what can we do to not just help ourselves, but help everybody.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's super important because I feel like there could be, businesses that would look at it as competition. And instead, this again is showing like there's no competition. We need to work together in order to make it better in the Finger Lakes.
Well, for the region to become known as much for their craft brewing as for like wines, that's a big step. And then you also have the distilleries now starting to...
And cideries.
Yeah. Ciders,
yeah.
So
Ciders.
I
it
love
kind of
it.
all adds
Love it
together. Finger Lakes can be the drinking capital of the Northeast.
That would be amazing. The funny thing is, I stumbled upon Kim just by fate, if you would call it. I happened to be in a brewery that I had never been in. It was called Reinvention, and it's in Macedon, correct?
Manchester.
Oh, jeez. Manchester. See, that's how much I never go that way. And I was with one of my friends who lives in the area, and she's like, we got to go to this brewery. It's really great. And I just started talking about hearing the owner. What's her name again?
Christy Aldrich.
Yeah, she was great, and she talked about a little bit of what you guys were doing, and I was like, you guys need to come on and talk about this. And then Kim just happened to be in the background, so she was like talking to Kim, and I was like, all right, I just said Kim twice, but I was like, all right, you need to come up here. We need to talk. Exchanging emails at like 10 o'clock at night, right before it was time to shut down.
Yes.
Had to leave.
Kick everybody out.
Right. I was like, okay, please come on. And I was like, okay, that could have just been something we exchanged, but then we kept it up, and here we are. And I'm glad because I think a lot of people need to know about this. Do you guys have ideas of what the beer is going to taste like, the impact?
So lots of tropical notes.
Yeah.
We're using Citra and Mandarina hops. The Mandarina hops are going to give it a little more of a orange characteristic.
Ooh.
So hazy, New England style.
Yum.
And it's perfect for spring,
Right.
and you want to have that beer that's you can sit outside and drink on a day like today.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's 60 degrees and you're looking forward to it. You can sit back and have 2 or 3.
Oh, no problem. 2 or 3. No problem.
So along with like the craft brewing and the wineries that we talked about, Finger Lakes also is creating quite a culinary scene, I think, too. Do you guys interact or have any type of engagement with local restaurants or even local farms, or like as brewers?
So as far as like the restaurants and everything go, we do all sorts of food pairings with the restaurants. We do like cooking with beer, tasting events there. We're definitely very interactive with the culinary community. And then as far as like the farms and everything go, I would say most, if not all, of the breweries, they're giving their spent grains to farmers to supplement cattle feed.
Right.
So it's you're giving back all over the place. But we try to work with everybody in the community anyway, and try to really build, I guess, sustainability.
Right.
Well, I like when I go to a restaurant and you see tons of Finger Lakes wines on the menu and beer on the menu, and along with all the other local food products that you can have. And actually it's a turnoff to me a little when you go to a restaurant and you see they'll have maybe 20 wines from across the world and only like 1 or 2 choices of local wine, and that doesn't make sense to me, especially. And I've actually seen tourists be kind of confused by that when they see that. So, I mean, if we're not going to promote what we have in our own restaurants, then, that's cool that you guys are making that, are working with restaurants and getting your products in there.
I don't know how you feel about it, but the restaurants, they're more than welcoming, and they want want the variety, and they want to help everybody, and the different breweries, and
absolutely
get you in there.
Yeah, and we had 2 women from the woman who owns Eric's office, Emily Zimmerman, and her manager at the Green Front. They came because they're 2 of our biggest customers in the craft beer industry.
Cool.
That's great. For Naked Dove, and they were part of this project from the beginning. So they were there supporting, because really women, the craft beer industry is not even just breweries. It's beer bars, bottle shops.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you know off the top of your head some of the other women that were there or where they're from?
Yes. So I should have made a list.
I was going to
say Colleen from WeBe, Christy from Reinvention, Dawn Schultz from Prison City. I had some staff right from Naked Dove, so Kate Rogers, Anne-Marie Wiegert. We had Megan D'Alessandro from Frequentum, so a new little brewery in Canandaigua.
Okay.
We had Christy Aldrich from Reinvention, Emily Zimmerman from Eric's office, Nicole Moore from the Green Front. We had Jen Myers and Chloe Kay from the New York State Brewers Association, who, by the way, 3 out of the 4 people who work for the organization are female, which is pretty great.
Awesome.
And Jen used to be a brewer at our brewery at Naked Dove. Okay. And so she kind of took lead role on brewing since she knew our system on Monday. Let's see what we had. We had Kristen Lungenheimer Slocum from Lungenheimer.
Emily from Witchcraft.
Oh, yeah, Emily Clark from Witchcraft Brewing. And oh my gosh, who else?
What's Rubenson?
I know, I don't want to forget anybody.
You were amazing. Yeah. Remembering just that many. If we missed a few, I'm sorry, but she just named off first, last names where they're from. Like, that's way better than I would be able to do. But it just shows like there's a lot of names that we hear in there, and I think it's great to see that you guys are all working together. So right now, it seems like you're hoping to release in April.
Yes,
in April. Specific beer. And how will people be able to learn more about what you guys are doing? Do you have it on social media?
So we do. So we actually started an Instagram page called Women of NY Craft Beer.
Oh.
So we are spotlighting every woman that is part of the project. We did a bunch about our brew day the day after, and we'll continue to spotlight women that were part of the project, profile I should say. we're going to talk about the charity there. Mm-hmm. There'll be a link. There is a link already that if you want to donate, that you could go to. Correct.
Oh,
yes.
They popped up recently on my suggested people.
Sweet.
So I was like, that should make you feel
us,
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a link on there for a wish list on Amazon. So if you can't get the beer or get out to our release date on April 3rd out at Naked Dove, or get the beer at Wegmans, you can donate. You can purchase undergarments, and they'll ship right to the brewery.
Awesome.
But we'll also have an events page on the Naked Dove Facebook page that'll give you all the information.
So exciting. I want to make sure that we have time to check out the weather, because I feel like with things opening up, you guys might be able to have more people than you're used to nowadays, and we should get people out to you guys this weekend. Did it just change recently for you guys that your capacity went up?
It will. On the 19th, it's going up to from 50 to 75%.
That's going to be exciting.
But with the weather turning, more people are going to be outside.
Yeah.
So we can open up the outdoor seating.
Right. I think that's the best part. People are itching to get out there, so why not start this weekend? And you should tell us about how the weather's going to be. Is it going to help us, or is it going to hurt us?
Well, I mean, it's the middle of March, and right now it's going to push 60 degrees today on Wednesday, and tomorrow as well. It doesn't stay quite that warm, but I mean, this is bonus time. And really, one of the coolest things is there's not a lot of rain in the forecast, so we had all the snow melt.
Love that.
We're not dumping rain on top of it, so the worst part about spring is when the weather gets nice, but everything's muddy, But it looks like we're getting a head start, which has been the case recently. In recent years, it seems like we've got a lot of early springs in late falls. I think that might be climate change. I don't know, but climate change is good for us in the Finger Lakes. I'm not going to say I'm pro climate change, but if it happens, it helps us. It makes our climate here a little nicer. But anyways, Friday for the weekend, mostly sunny with a high near 53. I mean, that's amazing. It is going to be pretty windy though, about 25 mile per hour wind gusts. And then Saturday, a beautiful day, mostly sunny, high near 38. Sunday, mostly sunny, high near 37. Monday, back to work, mostly sunny, high near 36. So even though it's not going to be 60 or 70 degrees like it is today or tomorrow, I mean, we're talking about there's a chance of rain overnight Friday into Saturday, but mostly dry, sunny. And, just having the sun hit you is feeling good. Feeling pretty energized and fingers crossed for an early spring.
I agree. Does anybody have anything fun and exciting they're doing this weekend?
No.
Recovering
from 2 days of brewing and all of this.
Yeah. You're not used to it.
No, I feel like I have a more busy weekend than I usually do. I'm going to be going out to dinner tonight.
Where? Tonight's not
tomorrow.
Weekend.
Thursday. Well, yeah. Thursday we're going out to dinner, and I'm going to go to the Rusty Pig for the first time.
I've never. Delicious, amazing, absolutely amazing.
I'm going there for the first time with a few of my girlfriends.
Best brisket I ever had.
Come visit me after.
Absolutely. We were talking about we were going to hit up a few places, so we'll definitely.
That's Linden Street in Geneva, Rusty Pig.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. Yeah. It's perfect, and then I got to work the Fish Fry Friday. I got some things I got to do after. I got a party for St. Patrick's Day on Saturday. A small party.
Fish Fry at SMS Friday night.
Yes.
In Seneca Falls.
Yeah, so you
still driving through to pick it up?
It's so fun. They do a drive-through. I'm the person who brings out your stuff. It's like the easiest little thing I could do, and people love it. They start at 4:30, and we go until we're sold out. But usually we sell out sometimes as quick as an hour and a half or 2 hours because people start showing up at 3:50 waiting at the door. Those early birds know how to get
Saturdays we're having a house party.
St. Patrick's Day, yeah. It's not going to be the same as what we're used to, but we're having one, and we're going to make the best of it to start it out. Maybe we'll have to get some Drink Me I'm Irish because there's a lot of Irish and a lot of Italians in one place, so it's always interesting to say the least.
That could be fun.
But yeah, hopefully I recover on Sunday. Do you have anything?
Well, it's the Section 5 basketball playoffs are in full swing now. So tonight we're going to be at 7 p.m. We go on there at 6:45 at CG Finney for Miners versus CG Finney in the Class B2 boys semifinal. Tomorrow night at Lions, we go on there at 5:45 p.m. Lions versus Marcus Whitman. Class C1 boys semifinal game. That's a good one. And then we'll be somewhere Friday and Saturday too, but we don't know yet until these games today and tomorrow get played.
Right.
But it's haven't been in a gym doing a live game since over 1 year. The last game I did was at Newark High School, Lions and Cal Mum in the state qualifier for Class C last year. And I think it was like, it was about now like March 6th or 7th. And then at the same night, we had another crew up in Geneva Avon game, and Geneva advanced to the States, but they never played because it all got shut down. Ugh. And now here we are 1 year later. Tonight I'm going to call my first basketball game in over a year.
That's weird. I hope that you didn't lose your touch, Jim. There's a lot of people that will be tuning in, I'm sure. And they can find that all right on Finger Lakes One?
Yep, the links will be right on the front page. It's FL1 Radio.
Love that. So it's already almost the time that we have, but I just want you to touch base on where people can find more information again so we can really put this in people's brains to put it on their calendars.
So follow us on Women of NY Craft Beer. You can also go to the Naked Dove event page. That'll be up in the next couple days, giving you all the information about the release date, a little bit more about the beer, and a little bit more about the charity.
Yeah, I just think it's great.
And we'll be releasing April 3rd.
April 3rd. So
maybe
you have
come
something
back later in the spring and give us an update.
Absolutely.
Bring more beer.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yes.
We'll bring the beer.
We definitely want to try the Impact. I think it's great what you guys are doing. I think it's awesome that it's all in the Finger Lakes and it's, women centered. Sorry, Jim, you're like, odd man out of this
I support women.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you support
women. I live in a
women.
house with 2 women. And just me. I'm the only man. And my dog's a boy.
Yeah, he's great. She got to see George when she got there. He started getting all crazy. But
I miss George.
Yeah, you did. You can see him. You can see him after. He was very excited for some guests. But like they said, this is going to a good cause. It's called Impact. You guys will have it out April 3rd. And do you have are you just going to have it out for a certain amount of time? Or
it's sold out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So get it while you can.
Yeah.
Get it while you can.
So everybody's got to get it while you can. And I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
Nope. Good show.
Yeah, that's all the time we
Next
have.
Next week, Josh is going to be sitting in for me.
Josh. We haven't had Josh on here forever.
I don't recall who our guest is next week, but Josh,
I have to go and look.
Josh will be sitting here producing. And
love it. Miss me some Josh. So he'll be here next week for everybody that's wondering. Thank you for coming in. Really, it was great. It was a pleasure having you. And of course,
congratulations on the project and hopefully good fortune coming into this spring as things get back to normal, hopefully.
Yes. Oh, it will. We're speaking it into existence right now, so it'll happen. But thank you for everybody for joining us today. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back, of course, next Wednesday. And until then, enjoy this sunny weekend here in the Finger Lakes.